Yeah? Yeah, that's those two. Alright, we gotta have to do it kind of so you can start.
Starting at this could be it. Okay, start at the top. Go for it.
Anthem at all. Okay. Here we go.
Hello there, Baycats fans, and welcome to Vintage Throne Stadium for Barrie Baycats Baseball, the 22nd season edition. Tonight's Inter-County Baseball League game features the visiting Brantford Red Sox and your Barrie Baycats. Here are the starting lineups. First for the visiting Brantford Red Sox. Batting first, Bud right field, number 14, Roger Keane. Batting second, the shortstop, number 49, Gus Wilson. Batting third at second base, number 11, Kieran Bowles. Batting fourth in left field, number 41, Christian Kazetka. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 77, Jacob Lupton. Batting sixth at first base, number 34, Evan Ryan. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 23, Chris Ruiz. Batting eighth, playing center field, number 20, Jesse Fishbaum. And batting ninth, playing third base, number 17, Jarrett Lupton. Pitching tonight for the Red Sox, number 21, Aiden Armitage. And now the starting lineup for your Barrie Baycats, managed by Josh Matlow. Batting first, playing center field, number 9, Kenny Ejo. Batting second, the catcher, number 6, Kyle Mays. Batting third at first base, number 26, Adam Odd. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 4, Starlin Rodriguez. Batting fifth, playing second base, number 7, Royce Ando. Batting sixth in right field, number 17, Avery Tuck. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 47, Brad McQuinn. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 20, Victor Plaz. And batting ninth, the shortstop, number 3, Carson Burns. Pitching tonight for your Baycats, number 62, Aiden Russell. Fans, could you... First, the umpires for tonight's contest. Calling the balls and strikes, we have Don Michelle. And at first base, we have Chubba Bay. At third base, Preston Hughes. If you could please rise, if you are able to, and remove your caps for the playing of O Canada.
Throne Stadium in the township of Springwater. It's intercounty baseball tonight. The Brantford Red Sox in town to conclude their final 2023 regular season matchup against the hometown Barrie Baycats. Hello again, everyone, and welcome. With Julius, Hern, I'm Ben Davy. Bit of an unusual situation for us here tonight as these teams will start this game in the bottom of the first inning with no score. The Red Sox had their first at bat when this game was originally scheduled on Thursday, August 3rd. 3 outs were recorded, and then the skies opened up and both teams were pulled off the field. The game was suspended and rescheduled for tonight. And good news, Julius, the weather forecast tonight certainly looks much better than it did that night a few weeks ago.
It is a beautiful night here at Vintage Throne Stadium, and a great matchup here between the Red Sox and Baycats. The Baycats still have something to play for. The Jackfish clinched the pennant on Sunday afternoon here in Barrie, but the Baycats still have seeding to play for. They're just a half game back of Kitchener for second place, so a huge opportunity here tonight against Brantford.
Let's look at the lineup for the Barrie Baycats, who will bat first in the bottom of the first inning for us here. Kinesijo leading off in center field. Kyle Maves is in the number 2 spot and catching. Adam Ott at first base bats third. Starlin Rodriguez, the DH, is cleaning up. Batting fifth, Roy Sando is back. He's the second baseman tonight. Avery Tuck in right field bats sixth. Batting seventh is Brad McQuinn, the left fielder. Victor Plaz at third base batting eighth. And Carson Burns, the shortstop, batting ninth.
On the mound, making the start tonight for the Brantford Red Sox is Aiden Armitage. This will be his first start of the year. Hasn't had a ton of appearances this season in the IBL for the Red Sox, but he's been a reliable arm for them during his stint with them. And the Baycats haven't had much success. They've struggled against him in his relief appearances against the Red Sox this season.
Quincy Jones was the original scheduled starter for this game. Did not throw a pitch, obviously. Substitution made. Aiden Armitage getting the ball tonight for the Red Sox. Just to recap what happened here on August 3rd, Baycats pitcher Aiden Russell started, worked 1 inning. He will pitch again tonight. Faced 4 batters. The Red Sox got 2 base runners. Gus Wilson reached on an error by Victor Plaz. Kieran Bowles singled to get Wilson as far as third. Bowles would be caught stealing on a great throw by catcher Josh Cote, who's no longer with the team. Christian Kuzemka struck out swinging to end the top of the first before this game was suspended. So that takes us to the bottom of inning number 1, which is where we'll pick things up here tonight. Home plate umpire is Don Michelle. Chubba Vey is at first base tonight, and Preston Hughes is behind the bag at third.
It's a great opportunity tonight to get the Baycats bench bats hot heading into the playoffs, as well as some relief arms. A couple guys still having to make their minimum requirements to be eligible for postseason play, but no worries on that end per Josh Matlow.
Feels a little strange here at home with the Baycats coming up first, but it's just the way it is here tonight with a half an inning in the books, and this is like picking up the game where we left off. It's a strike 1-1 to Kinesijo.
I think they're lucky that the game wasn't suspended in the middle of an inning. Would have had to start with guys on base, possibly.
Off speed, and it's fouled back to the screen. Yeah, it rained pretty steadily through that top of the first, if I remember correctly, and they just kind of wanted to play it out just to make sure that at least a half an inning could get in the books, and there was some uncertainty as to whether that weather system would pass and things would clear up, but it didn't happen. Ejo pops it up right side. And the first baseman all the way into right field, but the right fielder gets there. Roger Keane for the out. Let's look at the defense for the Red Sox behind Aiden Armitage here this evening.
In the outfield for the Red Sox tonight, Christian Kuzemka, the former Baycat, in left field. Jesse Fishbaum in center. Roger Keane making that catch. In right field tonight, Jared Lupton on the infield at third base. Gus Wilson at short. Kieran Bowles, the second baseman. Evan Ryan at first base, with Chris Ruiz catching Aiden Armitage.
Kyle Maves is catching tonight. Josh Matlow looking for a little bit of depth behind the plate with the departure of Josh Cote. Now down south of the border. And Maves bunts it, but it bounces foul.
I've seen a lot of that from Maves over the last week or so. A lot of surprise bunt attempts. We've seen him reach on base hits doing that, but we saw it a lot against Welland, where the infield was really prepared for it, and Welland was doing the same to the Baycats themselves.
Maves waggles the bat, takes a fastball, and it misses low and in. Maves hitting .220 through 22 games. And that one off the top of the bat. It's picked up by the third baseman, Lupton, over to first, and Evan Ryan is there for the out. 2 quick outs here for Aiden Armitage in the first inning.
First baseman number 26, Adam Odd.
Adam Odd, batting third, will retain his original scheduled spot in the lineup. He was scheduled as the second baseman and played second base defensively in that top of the first inning when this game began. He's been shifted over to first base, but remains in the number 3 spot in the order. And what a year he's having, 373 through 26 games.
Adam Odd coming into this game third in the IBL in batting average.
And the great upside with him is his defensive versatility as well. He's played pretty much every infield position. Pitch on the way, and it sails high and outside, 3-0.
He struggled a little bit defensively in terms of the errors at the beginning of the season, but has really held it down throughout the second half.
Here's the pitch, taking all the way, and it's a fastball for a strike.
I mentioned that Odd's third in the IBL in average. Matt Fabian of the Red Sox, who originally started this game but has been since had his spot in the lineup taken.
That one between second and first into right field for a base hit. So Adam Odd is aboard, and the Baycats get their first base runner. DH Starlin Rodriguez now comes to the plate for the Baycats.
Designated hitter number 4, Starlin Rodriguez.
Rodriguez missed a little bit of time due to injury, but has still managed to get into 30 games for the Baycats. .310 average coming into today. In his second stint here in Barrie, and having a very successful season. Rodriguez first pitch swinging, and it's a foul ball, right side. Red Sox have just 8 wins in 37 games this season. However, they have had some success against the Baycats, winning 2 of their previous 5 matchups. So a Red Sox win here tonight, and that would tie the season series between these clubs at 3 games apiece. Swing and a miss. So the Red Sox have to be happy about that. They've played very hard against one of the better teams in the IBL this season.
And they've really improved over last season. They had a really tough year last year, and they've really stepped it up this year across all statistical categories.
The 2 games they won required a lot of offense. They had a 2015 win over Barrie in Brantford on July 9th, and then more recently another win here at home, or at their home, defeating the Baycats 14-9. So in those 2 games, the Red Sox managed to score 34 runs. Very impressive for an offense that has struggled at times this season. Brantford has yet to win here at Vintage Throne Stadium this year. Runner leads. He goes, and it's fouled off as Rodriguez protects the plate. Odd will head back to first. 0-2 the count. Adam Odd has 6 stolen bases this year, has not been caught stealing.
They're kind of a sneaky fast guy on the base paths. Adam Odd doesn't take that risk all the time, but he makes it count when he does.
Pitch from Armitage. And Rodriguez fouls it off at home plate. Keeps the at-bat alive.
Rodriguez has done a very good job of staying alive in this at-bat, protecting the plate, fouling off all the pitches he needs to. It's still 0-2, but this guy not afraid to take pitches, and he has quite a few walks this year.
Runner leads. Aiden Armitage gets the sign and the delivery. And it's a curveball. Hangs high, 1-2.
I'd be curious to see if Odd takes his lead a bit farther or decides to even make an attempt at second base. Didn't look like Armitage even looked over to first during that last delivery.
To the belt, and now he draws a throw, and the tag is applied. Back head first is Odd. Armitage to the belt. Here's the 1-2. Runner goes, and Rodriguez pops it up. Evan Ryan in foul territory, calls for it, makes the catch. And the Baycats strand a runner in the bottom of the first inning. Still scoreless here at Vintage Throne Stadium on Baycats TV.
Premier North Windows and Doors is a proud supporter of the Barrie Baycats, locally owned and operated and specializing in window replacement and door installation. Simcoe County's #1 choice for windows and doors. Classic Car Wash, customizing your car wash experience using high-quality products. Their team of experts will make sure your car is shining like new when you drive away. Give your car the VIP treatment it deserves at Classic Car Wash in Barrie. The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers and go Baycats!
Hi, I'm Debbie Wilkes, owner of Insightful Living and licensed provider of Brain Echo Technology, which aims to calm and balance the brain. If any of these troublesome things are troubling you, then I'm talking to the appropriate person now.
Top of the second inning, let's run through the Brantford lineup for you. It's Roger Keane leading off in right field. Gus Wilson, the shortstop, bats second. Kieran Bowles, second baseman, bats third. Christian Kuzemka, the cleanup man, in left. Jacob Lupton is the DH, batting fifth. Evan Ryan bats sixth at first. Chris Ruiz, Jesse Fishbaum, and Jarrett Lupton round out the order for the Red Sox here tonight.
Corrections, number 77, Jacob Lupton leads off for the Red Sox.
And so the Red Sox will send the number 5 hitter to the plate, Jacob Lupton, the DH.
Yeah, a lot of changes in these lineups. A few weeks since this game was originally played. Some players unavailable tonight, so some making the lineup card a puzzle for these managers here tonight.
Jeremy Veilleux was the originally scheduled designated hitter, but taken out of the lineup, so Lupton will bat in his place. And it's fouled back to the screen. So anyone removed from the original lineup cannot re-enter the game as a pinch hitter or a defensive replacement. Although changes were made on both sides. And anybody remaining in the game has to bat in their original spot in the order.
Aiden Russell appeared against Welland on Sunday. He pitched quite well, but nothing was stopping that Welland offense, and he got quite lit up. Gave up, I believe, 5 runs later in that game in relief of Frank Garces. Really opened up the game for Welland.
Yeah, this is a nice bounce-back opportunity for Russell after that game. Very frustrating afternoon for the Baycats and the Jackfish clinching the 2023 pennant on their field. So Baycats looking to erase that memory with a win here and gain some momentum heading into round 1 of the playoffs. And for Russell, a chance for him to pick up where he left off in this game. Swing and a miss, and a strikeout to lead off the second.
Are you going to do the standard stuff you normally do? In a bad order?
Now let's do the defense here for the Baycats behind Aiden Russell. Everything a little bit out of order here today, but there we go.
For the Baycats in the field tonight, Brad McQuinn is in left field. Canisi Joe in center, Avery Tuck in right field. Branfi Infante gets to start at third base. Carson Burns at short. Rosando at second base. Adam Ott at first, with Kyle Maves getting the start at catcher. Not really a start, but
yeah,
you can say that for this game, I guess.
I guess coming in as a replacement officially because The game is already a half inning old when it started, but this one sprayed to center field and a couple steps back goes Ejo, makes the easy catch, 2 down. Wonder if this game is going to feel a little bit different for the Red Sox, having one fewer at bat than Barrie. And it's kind of just strange even coming up second. I mean, it kind of makes you feel like you're the home team. Although they're going to get one fewer at bat than Barrie here tonight, so I guess once the game gets going, it just sort of starts to feel normal again. But the start of the game certainly feels strange for both sides. Here's the pitch, and it's high and in for a ball.
Well, it's just when you see suspended games, resume. It's not usually it's after a few innings, maybe 2 or 3, but you rarely ever see it after just half an inning.
Well, I was thinking earlier, I actually can't recall doing a suspended game here in Barrie. I was away from the team for a number of years, but I'm sure they've happened. But usually, it always seemed to be the game was official because it had passed the middle of the 5th inning, or the game was resumed once the rain stopped.
Yeah, just a very rare occurrence. I don't think I've even ever seen it at the major league level.
3-0 on the way from Aiden Russell. Here it is, and he finds the strike zone. 3-1. The other thing we were wondering was whether the fans would show up for this game because it wasn't on the schedule originally, but a pretty good crowd here on an unscheduled Wednesday night. This one lifted to straightaway center. Ejo under it, and he has it. 3 up, 3 down go the Red Sox in the second. We're through an inning and a half, scoreless on Baycats TV.
Danielle May Real Estate, supporting the Barrie Baycats and ready to help with all of your real estate questions. What is your home worth? Should you sell now or wait? Danielle is dedicated to your success. The next time you think real estate, think Danielle May. VMF Sportswear, the official jersey provider of the Barrie Baycats. High-quality, pro-custom uniforms using only the best quality fabrics. Custom apparel, excellent customer service, and community support. VMF Sportswear, Canada's trusted sportswear brand. BarrieToday.com. Local news, weather, Baycat scores, and more. BarrieToday.com. Your community, your news.
No score here in the bottom of the second inning, bottom of the second. It's brought to you by Wingin' It Restaurants, the great taste of adventure.
Roy Sando will lead it off for the Baycats here in the bottom of the second, followed by Avery Tuck and Brad McQuinn. Aiden Armitage with the first offering. It's a called strike. Sure sign of playoff baseball being near. It's starting to get darker earlier here at the ballpark. It's not even 8 o'clock yet, and the sun is already behind the trees. Hard to believe, but here we are, heading into the home stretch of August here.
And quite the hot day. It's really cool down here at the ballpark. It's very comfortable here for the fans.
Game time temperature was 24 degrees. The Humidex at 27. Feels a little cooler than that already. No wind here tonight. The flags are limp above the right field scoreboard, except for one, which appears to be stuck on one of the advertisements. There it is. Here's the pitch. Right at the first baseman, can't handle it. He picks it up, makes the throw to the pitcher, covering in time for the out. What a great play by Evan Ryan. That one was too hot to handle, but he stayed with it and got it to Armitage, who was covering.
Perfect example of why you should always stay in front of the baseball, knocking it down, and being able to just keep the ball in front of him made that play happen. A very nice sliding turnaround throw to the pitcher by the first baseman, Evan Ryan there.
Great defensive play there. And there's one out for Avery Tuck, the right fielder. Takes a high fastball.
Always relieving when you can turn a sure error into an out.
One-0 pitch. And Tuck fouls that off to the left. Baycats are currently in third place. They could finish as high as second. They're only a half a game behind Kitchener. They do have a game in hand on the Panthers and 4 left to play, including tonight. So still lots of baseball left for them. Lots of possibilities as far as the playoff matchups go. And Tuck hits this one to center field. That should hang up, though, and the right fielder runs over Jesse Fishbaum. Makes a nice catch. Very deep part of the ballpark there in left center field.
Yeah, Tuck really took that one for a ride, and we'd love to see his bat get hot towards the playoffs. A nice catch there from Jesse Fishbaum.
So with the Welland Jackfish clinching the IBL pennant for 2023 here on Sunday afternoon, Barrie can now finish no higher than second and will finish no lower than third. The best Toronto could do would be tie Barrie with 24 wins, but Baycats hold the tiebreaker. Right in front of the mound, and a quick throw over, and it's in time. Some great defense by Aiden Armitage and Evan Ryan in this inning, and a nice run and catch by Jesse Fishbaum. And the Red Sox get out of the second. We're through 2, still scoreless on Baycats TV.
We be disturbing the peace, working, we serving the streets. About to go 8 going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep.
Carrington comes in, and the
Hard body, and that's
the score is James Anderson, and the Baycats win.
Join us this summer at the Baycats Summer Baseball Camp.
See you this summer.
At Domino's, mix and match any 2 or more pizzas and sides for just $8.99 each. Like when pizza night's more like pizza and lava cakes night, or pasta and stuffed cheesy bread night, or we're gonna need a bigger table night. Mix and match Canada's favorite pizza and more at Domino's.
Classic Car Wash, customizing your car wash experience using high-quality products. Their team of experts will make sure your car is shining like new when you drive away. Give your car the VIP treatment it deserves at Classic Car Wash in Barrie.
We go to the third inning with Julius Hern. I'm Ben Davy. It is a scoreless tie between the Brantford Red Sox and the Barrie Baycats here on Country Music Night at Vintage Throne Stadium. And some of the fans having some fun with some country music attire. The players were out on the field for batting practice wearing cowboy hats and denim vests and all kinds of country-themed outfits.
We even have cowboy hats on the players' photos on the video board tonight when the Baycats are batting.
Gives them a chance to show off some of their tattoos. I was joking that they should have a country music night, but then a tattoo night as well.
I can get into that.
Maybe for the guys who don't wear country stuff, but they could just wear muscle shirts or whatever and show up. You know, we're looking at some of the players' tattoos before the game, and it's quite interesting. You don't get to see that when they're in full uniform. High fly ball to center field. It's been a busy night for Canisijo. He makes the catch. One out here in the third. 3 straight putouts by Canisijo. Lupton, Ryan, and Ryan, Ruiz, and Fishbaum.
Yeah, each of the last 3 outs.
So now it's Jarrett Lupton, the third baseman. First pitch strike. Got a favorite country music song?
You know, coming into this season, I was on a huge Shania Twain kick, actually. So I've been listening to her a lot. But
Canadian legend.
Other than that, I like John Denver a lot. Thank God I'm a country boy. That's a good song.
I told our music guy here he's got to play Take Me Home Country Roads at some point during this game tonight. That's the ultimate ballpark sing-along song on country music night. Hopefully we get that in at some point.
Yeah. See that a lot at college football games when they play that and all the whole crowd starts
in
singing
West
along.
Virginia.
Yes.
At
WVU, yes.
Yes. I mean, that is their song. Swing and a miss. Strikeout for Aiden Russell. I'm not a huge country music fan, but I'm a part-time DJ, so I'm very familiar with country music. Lots of requests for it at weddings and that sort of thing. And the country songs I do like tend to be more old school. Kenny Rogers, some of the old stuff.
I think I'm the same way.
Most country music songs have really great stories to them, you know.
Agreed. Like The Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
You know, the best concert I think I've ever been to was Zach Brown Band.
Very cool. Luke Combs is huge right now. Yes. I'm starting to like some of his stuff.
Me too.
These players love country music as well. This is the one night they look forward to.
Well, even not on country music night, it's usually part of the batting practice playlist. Mostly country music anyway.
Foul back to the screen. It's a 1-2 count. Aiden Russell, 1 pitch away from another 3-up, 3-down inning. A little bit of applause here from the fans on the 1-2 pitch. Had that delayed leg kick and an off-speed pitch. Missed high, and the count is 2-2.
You know, we were talking before the break about the standings and where Barrie can finish heading into the playoffs. The last game of the season for the Baycats is in Kitchener, and that's going to be a huge game for playoff seeding.
A roller to short, and should be an easy play for Carson Burns, and it is. Second 3-up, 3-down inning for the Red Sox. We have played 3. No score at Vintage Throne Stadium.
Join us this summer at the Baycats Summer Baseball Camp. See you this summer!
Danielle May Real Estate, supporting the Barrie Baycats and ready to help with all of your real estate questions. What is your home worth? Should you sell now or wait? Danielle is dedicated to your success. The next time you think real estate, think Danielle May.
Bottom of the third inning, Baycats coming to bat here in a scoreless tie with the Brantford Red Sox. Victor Plaz, the third baseman, will lead it off.
This third inning brought to you by Phay-Trim, aluminum and siding, quality above all else.
This game is moving along pretty good. Think we'll get out of here before the bugs start biting tonight? Probably not.
That's ambitious.
Well, we had a half an inning behind us when we started, so
we haven't had to start.
My thinking is if we do have a short game this season, and most of them haven't been very short at all, but tonight would be the perfect night for it. First pitch swinging, and it's through under the glove of the third baseman, Jared Lupton, and into left field. Victor Plaz gets Barrie's second hit of the game.
Plaz saw that pitch all the way and pulled it just under the glove of Jared Lupton at third base. Exactly what the Baycats needed, a leadoff runner on here in the third inning.
Carson Burns batting ninth tonight. Plaz with the lead. First pitch, Burns lifts it to left field, shallow. As the shortstop back on the outfield grass to make the catch, Gus Wilson. A lot of first pitch swinging by both teams here tonight. Back to the top of the order we go for Canisijo. Victor Plaz is 2 for 4 in stolen base attempts this season.
Canisijo has really been getting on base quite a bit. He has 13 walks in his last 10 games.
That's amazing. First pitch swinging, and it's to shallow center field for a base hit. 2 on for the Baycats here in the third. Well, Ijo's been getting it done every which way possible. 30 walks, which is pretty impressive for a 267 hitter. Usually a walk total that high is reserved for the guys with the big batting averages, and 25 stolen bases. It seems like every time he gets on, he's a threat to steal and score.
And that 25 stolen bases is tied for the league lead with Jose Vinicio of the Maple Leafs.
He won't be stealing here with Plaz and Fred unless they double steal. Plaz at second, Ijo at first, so 2 on here, 1 out. Kyle Maves, the catcher, and he lines it over the third baseman into left field. Rounding third is Plaz. They're going to send him. Up with the ball is Kuzemka. The throw is cut off, and Plaz scores the first run of the night. It's 1-0 Baycats.
It's a perfect seeing eye single there from Kyle Maves. Exactly what he was trying to do. Going the other way on the first pitch. Catching the defense off guard a little bit. They were trying to hold their runners a little bit. Huge first run for the Baycats.
Adam Odd got Barrie's first hit tonight at the bottom of the first. He'll bat with 2 on and 1 out. So Ijo held at second. It's an RBI single for Kyle Maves. 1-0 Baycats here in the bottom of the third. First pitch is inside. And another pitch inside, the throw down, and it gets past the first baseman, and it goes into right field. Both base runners advance. Ijo thought about breaking for home, but wisely stays put. Roger Keane got the ball in fairly quickly. A bad throw there by Chris Ruiz. He was trying to pick off the runner, Kyle Maves. And it was a bad throw, and it got past Evan Ryan.
Yeah, Kyle Maves had a very risky secondary lead there. But the first baseman, Evan Ryan, was just not ready for that pickoff attempt.
Odd hits that one to left field. Pretty deep. The ball's got some carry. It stays in the park. And the catch is made by Christian Kuzemka back near the track. Runner's tag. And that'll bring home another run as Canisijo scores. So 2 out. Kyle Maves gets to third. Baycats with 2 runs across. And Starlin Rodriguez will try to keep things going here. That ball went a lot farther than I expected.
Yeah, it just kept carrying, and there's no wind here tonight, so high fly balls like that just not getting bogged down, especially with lack of humidity. Very productive at bat there, moving both runners, scoring one.
I understand. We're do our best.
Brantford will face Welland in round one. That's the one series we do know. It'll be a best-of-5 series. All the first-round series are best-of-5, of course. And that will open at Welland Stadium on Thursday night next week. Rodriguez with a shallow fly ball. And the center fielder takes that one. And again, the ball does seem to be carrying a little more than it looks like off the crack of the bat. Catch is made by Jesse Fishbaum, and that'll do it. So the Baycats score 2 in the third, and it's 2-0 Barrie through 3 here at Vintage Throne Stadium.
The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room, and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers, and go Baycats! VMF Sportswear, the official jersey provider of the Barrie Baycats. High-quality, pro-custom uniforms using only the best quality fabrics. Custom apparel, excellent customer service, and community support. VMF Sportswear, Canada's trusted sportswear brand.
2 out, runners lead. There they go. Here's the pitch. This one rocked to right field.
Want to come to a Baycats game? Check out our tickets at barriebaycats.com.
Score at least 2. Tuck is in to score. Rio behind him.
BarrieToday.com. Local news, weather, Baycats scores, and more. BarrieToday.com. Your community, your news.
Bottom of the fourth inning here top of the fourth inning, at Vintage Throne Stadium. 2-0 Baycats lead over the Brantford Red Sox in this fourth inning, brought to you by Clarkson Bins and Junk Removal, the local source for simple, clean, and reliable disposal bin and junk removal services.
Julius Hern and Ben Davy with you today. Aiden Russell has retired 7 in a row. One of those 7 going back to the start of this ball game back on August 3rd. This is a continuation of a suspended game that only got a half an inning old. But officially 7 in a row retired by Russell. Sadly, if he went the distance tonight and did not allow a base runner, it wouldn't be a perfect game because 2 Red Sox reached in the top of the first inning. So that would be strange. Off of Russell, and it's into center field. Well, there goes that little storyline. Red Sox get the leadoff man here in the fourth.
Second baseman number 11, Kieran Bowles.
Second hit for the Red Sox. They had a hit in the top of the first inning. Kieran Bowles and Gus Wilson both reaching. Bowles will bat here with a man on and nobody out in the fourth inning.
Kieran Bowles was the one that had that hit in the originally scheduled section of this game. Was later caught stealing.
And he's bunting down the line, and it goes foul. Was swatted by Victor Plaz, the third baseman, as soon as he saw it get on the other side of the chalk, he gave that a swat with his glove just to make sure it didn't bounce back.
Very smart play there from Victor Plaz. That was a well-disguised and well-placed bunt there from Bowles. A sure hit, especially with where Plaz was playing defense there. If that stayed fair, that was a sure hit.
0-1 the count here to Bowles. Runner goes. Got a great jump. Here's the throw by Maves. Not even close. What a jump by Wilson.
And Maves had a really good pop up there. And great release, but Wilson had too good of a jump, and it's too speedy for Kyle Maves to get him stealing there.
Maves catching tonight. It gives Josh Matlow a little bit of a look as far as his options. Now with Josh Cote gone, swing and a miss. 1-2. Hayden Jaco expected to do some catching. James Anderson has been behind the plate recently as well. And now Kyle Maves presents another option.
Kyle Maves' first start here was actually as a catcher.
Russell checks the runner, the leg kick, the 1-2, and it's up the middle to second baseman. Roy Sando, flip to first in time, runner advances. Bulls retired, 1 out, runner at third. Christian Kuzemka, the former Baycat, had a big game against Barrie when he returned about a month ago. His strikeout was the last at bat before the rain suspended this game on August the 3rd. And first pitch swinging, he lines it into center field. It's a base hit. Kuzemka drives in Gus Wilson. The Red Sox are on the board.
Kuzemka has been hitting extremely well since joining the Brantford Red Sox this season.
Designated hitter number 77, Jacob Lupton.
He's coming in tonight, a .331 average in 32 games since moving over from Barrie to Brantford.
Had a real slow start with the Baycats in just 5 games. He hit 115 and really just needed a change of scenery. Said he enjoyed playing here and liked manager Josh Matlow, but it just didn't work out for him, and saw a better opportunity in Brantford, a rebuilding team, knew he was going to get lots of playing time there, and just a better all-around situation for him. He made a couple of adjustments as well, but said he didn't do anything too drastic as far as changing his approach at the plate. He's turned out to be a pretty big bat in this Red Sox lineup this year.
Yeah, great addition for the Red Sox this season. Extremely reliable.
No balls, 2 strikes. Russell with a pitch. And it's fouled into the glove for strike 3. 3 strikeouts for Russell, 2 down.
First baseman number 34, Evan Ryan.
This is Evan Ryan. Ryan 0 for 1 today.
So far, a huge bounce-back outing here for Aiden Russell in comparison to his last outing on Sunday.
Yeah, he just did not have his best stuff. Came in. The game was still close at that point, but Welland really got to him. And Josh Matlow showing a lot of confidence, putting him back out here. Originally, Christian Mullen was put in as the starter, but then when it was kind of understood the situation, and there's a high fly ball to the left fielder. And the catch is made by Brad McQuinn. That'll do it for the Red Sox, but they get on the board. It's a 2-1 ball game as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. You're watching Baycats TV.
Premier North Windows and Doors is a proud supporter of the Barrie Baycats, locally owned and operated and specializing in window replacement and door installation. Simcoe County's #1 choice for windows and doors. Classic Car Wash, customizing your car wash experience using high-quality products. Their team of experts will make sure your car is shining like new when you drive away. Give your car the VIP treatment it deserves at Classic Car Wash in Barrie. The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers and go Baycats!
Hi, I'm Debbie Wilkes, owner of Insightful Living and licensed provider of Brain Echo Technology, which aims to calm and balance the brain. If any of these troublesome things are troubling you, then I'm talking to the appropriate person now.
Baycats come to bat here in the bottom of the 4th inning. It's a 2-1 Barrie lead. Roy Sando, Avery Tuck, Brad McQuinn scheduled to hit for the Baycats.
For the Baycats, second baseman number 7, Royce Ando.
Only one more home game for Barrie before the playoffs, and it's tomorrow night against the Toronto Maple Leafs, as the Barrie Baycats will try to keep their undefeated record against Toronto intact. They're 5-0 against the Leafs this season. And how sweet would that be to make it a perfect 6-0 against the team that's knocked them out of the playoffs the last 2 seasons?
Yeah, they've been their arch nemesis over the last few years, and this year a lot of emotional wins, comeback wins against the Maple Leafs. Maple Leafs are seemingly desperate for one win against the Baycats this year.
Yeah, they had a walk-off win here on opening night to kick off the 2023 season. This one drops into shallow center field for a base hit. Roy Sando aboard. Leadoff single. And then just a massive comeback against Toronto at Christie Fitz last time they played.
The right fielder, number 17.
It's just the 11th game here for Roy Sando this season, but he's been exceptionally well at the plate. I believe he's hitting about .330 on the year. Extremely reliable bat when he can be in the lineup for Josh Matlow.
Curveball for a strike to Avery Tuck. Well, the more he's in the lineup, the better he seems to do. Malik Williams, another name that unfortunately just limited action this season, but he got called back to the Frontier League, so he's going to miss a little bit of time. Expected to return to the Baycats for round 2 of the playoffs. But you look at the numbers on him and what he's been able to do in limited action, very impressive. And this one hits a right field, and it's caught. Great play there by the right fielder. He was in the right spot. Roger Keane had to make a couple of steps in.
Man, Avery Tuck has been hitting the ball really hard tonight. Robbed of a base hit in the second inning. Running catch by Jesse Fishbaum in center field, and that one just a laser to the right fielder. That's Roger Keane out in right field. Avery Tuck, hoping he can get hot. Getting on base would be a huge confidence boost for him in this game.
Brad McQuinn hits that one weakly to the shortstop. The catch is made by Gus Wilson. 2 out in the inning.
third baseman number 20.
And that at bat, I believe, qualifies Brad McQuinn for the minimum number of plate appearances needed to qualify for the postseason. So they're hoping that he'll be a big part, able to contribute in the playoffs. Victor Plaz now, who's 1 for 1 and scored Barrie's first run of the game. 1-0 the count to Plaz. Swing and a foul tip for a strike. 1-1.
Christian Mullins warming in the Baycats bullpen. Expecting to see him at some point tonight. Still has some qualifications to meet to be eligible for the postseason as well.
Swing and a miss. A hard cut by Plaz. 1-2.
Plaz was a bit behind that fastball, it looked like. But that was his pitch to hit. He just behind it.
One ball, 2 strikes. Aiden Armitage with the pitch. Swung on and missed. Nice pitching by the Brantford right-hander as the Baycats strand a runner in the 4th inning. They lead 2-1 through 4 here at Vincent Strone Stadium. You're watching Baycats TV.
No runs, 1 hit, no.
Danielle May Real Estate, supporting the Barrie Baycats and ready to help with all of your real estate questions. What is your home worth? Should you sell now or wait? Danielle is dedicated to your success. The next time you think real estate, think Danielle May. VMF Sportswear, the official jersey provider of the Barrie Baycats. High-quality, pro-custom uniforms using only the best quality fabrics. Custom apparel, excellent customer service, and community support. VMF Sportswear, Canada's trusted sportswear brand. BarrieToday.com. Local news, weather, Baycat scores, and more. BarrieToday.com. Your community, your news.
Two-1 Baycats here in the top of the 5th inning. Christian Mullen takes over here for Aiden Russell on the mound for the Baycats. 5th inning brought to you by Ital Paving for all your residential, commercial, and industrial paving needs, providing quality service for almost 40 years because you deserve the best.
Mullen, a Pefferlaw native, just turned 26, stands 6'4", 210. Right-hander made 5 regular season appearances for the Baycats, 2 playoff appearances for the Baycats in 2021. This is his 2nd year in the IBL. 4th appearance of 2023 here tonight. His 2nd start. Made 2 relief appearances since his last start, and that was here in Barrie against Brantford on May 21st. Left after 2/3 of an inning due to an injury. Evan Souls came on that night and finished the game, working 8 1/3 innings of relief for Mullen in a 7-2 Barrie win over these Brantford Red Sox.
Chris Ruiz, the catcher, will lead it off here for the Red Sox. First pitch from Mullen. high for ball 1.
That injury that happened in that game on May 21st sidelined Mullen for 11 weeks. Baycats very happy to have him healthy and back.
1-0 pitch foul to the screen, 1-1.
Defensive change for the Baycats. We've got Brantford and Fonte at third base now for Victor Plaz.
Mullen last worked on Saturday. He had a good outing. He struggled a little bit with a couple walks in his first inning of work, then really settled in and pitched nicely throughout the next 2 innings. 2-1 the count now.
Red Sox fans might remember Mullen's first career IBL appearance. It was in 2021, and it was just dreadful. He worked basically did not record an out in the game. Really struggled that night in Brantford. Was the scheduled starter, allowed 6 runs without recording an out in the ball game. Only 4 of the runs were earned. He allowed 2 hits and a walk. A nightmarish first inning for the Baycats as Brantford was just lighting him up. 11 days later, he came back on the mound, 3.5 shutout innings. So he bounced back really nicely from his IBL debut.
Off the glove of Maves into the screen, and we have a full count now.
Since that game, he's only allowed 3 earned runs in an outing 1 time since that game in 2021. So give him full marks for finding the confidence to put that forgettable IBL debut behind him.
Full count pitch to Ruiz. High and a leadoff walk here for the Red Sox. A huge first base runner for them here in the top of the 5th inning. Once Mullen was injured earlier in the year, he saw him pitching bullpens here throughout the year, and he worked really hard to make his way back on the mound this season. He's going to prove to be a valuable piece through the postseason stretch. Tall right-hander. Jesse Fishbaum squares the bunt, pulls it back, and that's ball 1. Ruiz had a nice secondary lead there at first base. That one's in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
Mullen with 7 strikeouts, just 3 walks in his limited body of work so far this season.
High velocity arm. Towering fastball. The 1-1 pitch, runner goes. He's going to get to second without a throw. A stolen base for Chris Ruiz. The Red Sox have a runner in scoring position.
A little surprised that Kyle Maves didn't at least attempt to throw down there. Decided to play it safe and just eat that one, but Ruiz getting a pretty good jump, and in the estimation of Kyle Maves, didn't think he had a chance.
Seems like the Red Sox had a good impression of him off the steal attempt earlier in the ball game. That one's in there for a strike, and it's 2-2.
Well, control is so important here, especially coming off a walk. You know, these Red Sox hitters are going to be patient with Christian Mullen, really testing him, making sure he can find the strike zone here.
Crowd getting into it here. The 2-2 pitch. It's fouled off out of play on the right side.
I was listening to Ron Darling on TBS last night on the Yankees-Braves broadcast, and he mentioned control is important as a pitcher, obviously, but the appearance of control can be just as effective. Maybe a pitcher doesn't quite get the ball in the exact spot he wanted to, but if he's been finding his spots throughout the game, the batter's expecting that he's not going to miss, might end up chasing a bad pitch.
That one high and away. It's a full count now, and it's a great point. Confidence really is the key. If the batter sees that you're struggling on the mound, they might be a bit more likely to catch you with a mistake.
Well, Mullen still needs to establish that control here in this 5th inning.
Full count, 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. A foul tip into the glove. Fishbaum strikes out, a huge first out for Christian Mullen.
Came right at Fishbaum with the fastball. Love that on the 3-2 pitch. Fishbaum got a piece, but not enough, and Fouled it right into the glove of Kyle Maves. Big first out here in the 5th inning.
Mullen has a tendency to struggle a little bit his first inning of work during his appearances. Struggles to find the zone, but then he can pick it up as his appearance rolls along. Here's Jarrett Lupton, the 9-hitter. He's first pitched outside for ball 1.
Well, we mentioned that nightmarish first inning 2 years ago in his IBL debut. I mean, that's a long time removed from him now, but still just struggling early, and unfortunately didn't have any defensive help that night as well. There were a couple of errors that led to that big Brantford inning that night.
That one just misses Lupton. Chris Ruiz is going to move up to third on a wild pitch. We saw this in his appearance on Saturday night against Hamilton. Mullen had a couple walks to lead off the inning that he started in, but he managed to strand those 2 runners, not allow a run in his 3 innings of work against the Cardinals. He really settled in after that first inning, struck out the side later on in that appearance, and then went 3 up, 3 down the next inning.
Falling behind here, 3-0 to the number 9 hitter, and I expect Lupton's going to be taking all the way, putting Mullen to the test and forcing him to throw strikes here.
That one's in there for a strike. It's 3-1. Mullen working quickly, 3-1 pitch. High and away, another walk here for the Red Sox. Puts runners on the corners, and the top of the order coming up.
Well, clearly that pitch was nowhere where he wanted it to go, 86 miles per hour. Most of his pitches have been mid-80s here in this 5th inning.
When he's really settled in, his fastball can get up to around, touching the mid-90s even. But we're not seeing that here. He doesn't quite settled into the ball game yet. Roger Keane up with 1 out. Cuts and misses at the first pitch.
1 out in the inning here. I wonder if we might see a double steal or see Lupton take second uncontested.
He's got a good lead. 0-1 pitch. On the ground and through the left side for a base hit. Ruiz scores. This ball game is all tied up at 2.
Well, that pitch did not fool Roger Keane, and he just was able to make solid contact, driving that ball into left field. Perfect position on the left side of the infield. Big RBI single to tie this game at 2.
Shortstop number 49, Gus Wilson.
So tie ball game here in the top of the 5th inning. Gus Wilson coming up. He's 1 for 2 on the night. Or on the game, rather. Singleton scored in the 4th inning. First pitch away and low. No activity in the Baycats bullpen. 1-0 pitch coming here from Mullen. That one close to hitting Gus Wilson. Just gets out of the way. It's 2-0. Huge at bat here for Christian Mullen. On the ground, a short. This could be 2. And it is a huge double play. Safe at first base, pardon me. Get the fielder's choice at second base, but Gus Wilson beating it out at first. So runners in the corners now here for the Red Sox. It's exactly what Christian Mullen needed, a ground ball to a middle infielder. Nice turn at second, but the speed of Wilson canceling out a double play opportunity.
Yeah, Wilson, one of the speedier players in this Red Sox lineup, and was able to turn on the afterburners and just beat that out despite a great throw by Royce Ando.
So 2 outs here, and Kieran Bowles at the dish. It's a 1-0 count here on him. Runner goes. It's popped up and it's out of play behind the screen. Pretty close to the broadcast booth, actually.
Yeah, not too far from us with those long arms, Julius. You probably could have reached out and grabbed that one. But they sent the runner there, and that's what I was expecting them to do earlier in this inning. They've been testing the arm of catcher Kyle Maves tonight and been pretty successful on the bases against him so far. They sent Wilson there, and fouling it off is Bowles.
So 1-1 coming here to Bowles. Just high out of the zone, 2-1.
Well, that's a pitch that Mullen really wanted, especially since he's been struggling this inning to find his spots. Not sure where that pitch was, but changes the count now to 2-1.
Change the course of this at bat. 2-1 pitch coming. High again, 3-1.
And now he's forced to throw a strike to Kieran Bowles. You don't want to load the bases up here for the cleanup man, Christian Kuzemka, who's been a Baycat killer since joining the Red Sox. Bowles knows he's going to see something right over the plate here.
Hughes threw on pitch, runner goes, it's popped up. This is going to be playable. Kyle Maves trying to find it, he makes the catch. And that'll end the inning. A huge out there for Christian Mullen. But the Red Sox tie the ball games 2-2. Going to the bottom of the fifth, you're watching Baycats TV.
We be disturbing the peace. Working, we serving the streets. About to go ain't going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep.
Carrington comes in and the
Hard body, and that's
and the score is James Anderson and the Baycats win.
Join us this summer at the Baycats Summer Baseball Camp.
See you this summer.
At Domino's, mix and match any 2 or more pizzas and sides for just $8.99 each. Like when pizza night's more like pizza and lava cakes night, or pasta and stuffed cheesy bread night, or we're gonna need a bigger table night. Mix and match Canada's favorite pizza and more at Domino's.
Classic Car Wash, customizing your car wash experience using high-quality products. Their team of experts will make sure your car is shining like new when you drive away. Give your car the VIP treatment it deserves at Classic Car Wash in Barrie.
Two-two here at Vintage Throne Stadium, bottom 5. 9-1-2, Burns, Ejo, and Maves due up here for the Baycats. Against Aiden Armitage out for his 4th inning of work.
Leading off the pitch for the Baycats, shortstop number 3, Carson Burns.
Burns 0 for 1 so far, popped out in the 3rd inning.
It's getting word from the dugout that Ryan Rio will bat for Starlin Rodriguez in the DH spot.
Ground ball through, up the middle for a leadoff base hit for Carson Burns. And Kenise Ejo will come up here with a runner on.
Center fielder number 9.
Ejo singled and scored in the 3rd inning. He's 1 for 2. First pitch foul back to the screen.
And the Mosquitoes are out in full force here at Vintage Throne Stadium. This is the earliest we've had them in a ball game, and the Bay City Biters, as we like to call them here in Barrie.
They probably just wait till the sun's out of sight, and then that's their cue. Nice lead for Burns at first. The 0-1 pitch. High, evens up the count at 1-1.
Typical mid-August night here at Vintage Throne Stadium.
You know, overall this year, they've been better than expected, actually.
The Mosquitoes?
Yes.
You think so? Oh, there have been a couple of years that, they've come in swarms. I do
Runner
recall.
goes. Fakes the first. The pickoff attempt at first from the catcher Ruiz. Not in time.
Well, that almost burned Carson Burns. No pun intended there, but he thought about stealing. I'm not sure what happened. He changed his mind. Got about a third of the way. All of a sudden put the brakes on. And I don't know if he was bluffing a steal or if that was a legitimate attempt, but he just got back to first in the nick of time.
If that was a bluff, that's much too far for a bluff. Made that way closer than it should have been. There's a pickoff attempt from the pitcher.
Like that move by Armitage. If Burns is thinking about stealing, may as well keep him on his toes. As the Highway 26 Roadsters are out tonight too as well. This beautiful summer night.
1-2. Fouled out a player on the right side. Great turnout here at Vintage Throne Stadium for a Wednesday night game. Penultimate home game of the season for the Baycats. One-two pitch to Ejo in the dirt. A nice block from Ruiz. Burns thought about going. He'll head back to first.
Well, that would have been the perfect pitch for him to run on in hindsight, but of course, by the time he realized that, he just didn't have enough time to get down there.
Yeah, once you hesitate, you're already done for. You can't take that risk any longer.
It was a very slow pitch, just 61 miles per hour on the radar gun, so it was a slow pitch and it got away from the catcher. He could have probably trotted down to second easily.
On the ground, foul towards the Baycats dugout.
On the that 61-mile-an-hour pitch, the catcher's return throw actually came up higher on the radar gun than the pitch itself. The return throw from the catcher came up at 63, and the pitch was 61.
The 2-2 here on Kenice Ejo. Nobody out. Fouled off to the screen again. He's staying alive in this count.
Yeah, another slow breaking pitch. That one right down to 63 again. So he's really trying to vary his speeds here, but so far Ejo's been staying with him and just protecting the plate, getting enough of the ball to foul it off and keep the at-bat going.
Ejo's been great at this all year, fouling off pitches in 2 strike counts. He rips that one into left field. That's a base hit. Burns is routing. He'll head to third. Ejo is going to get into second with a double.
Perfectly placed base hit. I'm not sure why Christian Kazemka was playing so much to the center field side of left field. I don't know if he could have held Ejo to just a one base on that one, but landed in a spot where both Ejo and Burns were able to get a couple of bases on that well-placed hit by Kenice Ejo.
A mound visit here from Brantford coaching staff. Still nobody out here in the 5th inning. Back-to-back base hits to lead it off for the Baycats.
Red Sox have a left-hander warming in the bullpen. And home plate umpire Don Michelle is out to move this game along.
It's Nick Davies warming in the Brantford bullpen.
So we'll see how long they decide to go with Armitage here. He's pitched well, except for the third inning. Baycats got to him with a couple of runs, 3 hits that inning, but pretty clean score sheet the rest of the way. A little bit of trouble now here, though, in the 5th with 2 on and nobody out.
Huge spot here for Maves. First pitch into left field, slicing. Kazemka makes the catch. Burns tags from third. Sacrifice fly gives the Baycats the lead. It's 3-2.
Oh, great job by Maves. Just put the ball in the air. That's all he needed to do in that situation. Hit it deep enough that Burns had plenty of time to come in and score on the sac fly. Nobody out, and in a low-scoring game like this, trading outs for runs, not a bad idea. Puts Barrie back on top. It's 3-2 Baycats.
You know, Maves had a similar hit like that in the third inning, an RBI single for him there, but that one just a bit deeper and seemingly right at the left fielder, Christian Kazemka. Not deep enough to score Carson Burns from third. First pitch to Adam Odd is low for a ball.
Anytime you can get a guy at third with nobody out in an inning, there's no excuse for not getting that runner in one way or another, and Maves understood exactly what his job was in that situation.
Another inside pitch, 2-0. Odd fouls that one out of play. 2-1. Ejos has a decent lead at second base. No hold on him. Ryan Rio is on deck. Looks like he'll be pinch hitting for Starlin Rodriguez.
Yeah, I mentioned that at the start of the inning. Not sure whether he'd actually get an at-bat here on the 5th, but it looks like he may.
Two here on Adam Odd. It looks like Nick Davies is ready in that Brantford bullpen. See if Armitage can get out of it. On the ground to the right side and through for a base hit. Getting the wave is Ejo, and he'll be in to score. And the Baycats have a 2-run lead thanks to Adam Odd.
Well, the Baycats really started to make solid contact off starter Aiden Armitage, and you mentioned Davies is warm and ready. Not sure if this is the at-bat that they might want to bring him into. Ryan Rio stepping to the plate. Left-handed hitter. They're going to leave the righty in to face him. No, here comes the coach. I expect this will be the pitching change here to bring in the left-hander.
Yeah, it looked like they were just waiting for Ryan Rio to be announced as the pitch hitter. And the manager looks like he'll be taking the ball from Aiden Armitage. That'll be the night for him. Nick Davies, the left-hander, coming into the ball game for the Red Sox. Pitching change. We'll take a break here on Baycats TV. 4-2 Baycats in the bottom of the 5th. Bottom of the 5th inning, and the new left-hander on the mound for the Red Sox is Nick Davies. And he'll face the pinch hitter Ryan Rio. Baycats up 4-2 here. Adam Odd, the runner on first base. And he goes. Rio swings through. Pitch is dropped by catcher Chris Ruiz, and an easy stolen base for Adam Odd.
Davies worked one inning in Brantford's last game on Sunday. That big loss against the Toronto Maple Leafs, 17-2 was the final that afternoon at Christie Pitts. But Davies came on and worked the shutout 7th inning.
Odd makes the steal at third, has to hop over the third baseman, and he will come in to score off an errant throw from Chris Ruiz. It's 5-2 Baycats.
Well, great job by Adam Odd. He had a jump over Jarrett Lupton, the third baseman, who came darting over. Good aggressive base running for the Baycats. Gets them up 5-2. That might have been an obstruction ruling anyways.
So 2 pitches, and Adam Odd comes in to score from first base. Rio down 0-2. That one's in the dirt.
You never want to give up runs when you come on in relief with runners aboard, but at least this clears the bases for Davies. Maybe just gives him a chance to just focus on Ryan Rio, get the important out here. Sean Whiteley showing some confidence in his left-hander against the big left-handed Barrie slugger.
Quick mound visit from Chris Ruiz, the catcher. Ryan Rio having a career year. Career highs in home runs with 11, RBI with 44, and hits with 46. And he's homered in each of his last 3 games.
Davies worked a shutout 7th inning at Christie Pitts on Sunday afternoon.
Another ball on the dirt. It's 2-2.
Allows an unearned run here in the 5th.
Two-two pitch. Rio cuts and misses on an off-speed pitch, and an important second out for the Red Sox.
Rio was looking fastball, and instead he got a 68-mile-an-hour breaking pitch. That was just simply a case of Davies outsmarting Rio, and Ryan guessed wrong.
2 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Roy Sandel will step in. He's 1 for 2. First pitch on the outside part of the plate for a strike.
4th appearance of the year for Davies, all in relief. He has just 2 1/3 innings under his belt coming into tonight.
Another one in the dirt, 1-1. Roy Sando led off the 4th inning with a single, but was robbed of a base hit in the 2nd inning. A hard hit ball to first base, kicked by the first baseman Evan Ryan, but he made a nice play to recover and get the out. 2-1 now.
Control has been a big issue for Davies. 6 walks, only 1 strikeout. Baycats may want to keep that in mind and put some patient at-bats out there.
And it's a tough call. He sees it for a strike. Catches the inside part of the plate. Davies working quickly, a 2-2 pitch. Popped up into center field. Jesse Fishbaum settles under it and makes the catch to end the inning with the Baycats take back the lead. They have a 5-2 lead heading to the 6th inning. You're watching Baycats TV.
Join us this summer at the Baycats Summer Baseball Camp. See you this summer!
Danielle May Real Estate, supporting the Barrie Baycats and ready to help with all of your real estate questions. What is your home worth? Should you sell now or wait? Danielle is dedicated to your success. The next time you think real estate, think Danielle May.
Now start.
Top of the 6th inning at Vintage Throne Stadium. Baycats lead the Red Sox 5-2. Christian Mullen in for his second inning of work, and Christian Kuzemka leading off for the Brantford Red Sox.
Kuzemka told me he's making much better contact since the transition from the Baycats to the Red Sox, and it's definitely showing in his plate appearances, and he's turned into be one of the more effective hitters for manager Sean Whiteley in that Red Sox lineup. Big acquisition for them. Yeah, sometimes it can take just a couple of little adjustments at the swing with your swing at the approach to the plate to make all the difference. And Christian told me he's constantly making little tweaks to his swing.
Another inside pitch, 2-0 quickly on Kuzemka. Mullen typically settles down after a full inning of work. This is now his second inning of work. Needs to find the strike zone here. 2-0 pitch, just high, and now 3-0.
Kuzemka not only a power hitter, he's a pretty good contact hitter as well.
Four-pitch walk as Kuzemka leads it off for the walk. Huge leadoff base runner for the Red Sox. Now Jacob Lupton will step in.
Well, the control seems to be a bit of an issue here for Mullen. Third walk already. He had two in his first inning, which was the fifth, and then one here to lead off the sixth. You hate to see leadoff walks, and now he's got to work from the stretch with a man on.
First pitch to Lupton is wild and all the way to the screen. Kuzemka moving up to second base easily.
Yeah, Mullen just sort of walked off the mound after uncorking that wild pitch. And now the infielders will come in. Runner at second base. Kyle Maves will come out for the conference as well.
Possibly a bit of strategy here with the runner on second base. See what the defense decides to do here.
Down by 3, the Red Sox are just going to keep taking pitches, I would think. Force Mullen to throw strikes, why not? He's had trouble finding the plate tonight.
Well, we have a moment. Let you know the 6th inning is brought to you by Vintage Throne Barber Lounge. Experience the tradition of quality service in a relaxed environment. Redefining gentlemen in the heart of Barrie.
I think if you're Mullen here, you just forget the runner. You're up by 3 runs. Top of the 6th inning, go right at the guy with the plate. We've seen his fastball. His fastballs look good tonight when he's been able to find his spots.
1-0. High and in again. 6 consecutive balls to start off this 6th inning for Christian Mullen.
They're not going to swing until he throws a strike this inning. I can pretty much guarantee you that. Unless he lays a fat one just right over the juicy part. There it was.
Huge strike there for Christian Mullen. 2-1 now on Jacob Lupton, the DH.
That one clocked in at 80. That was just to get me over pitch.
Yeah, sacrificing velocity, just hit the plate. He needed that. That one low and away. 3-1 now.
Well, if the Red Sox can get some base runners this inning, they can get right back in this game. Mullen has to throw strikes here.
Brad Grieveson warming in the Baycats bullpen. See what Mullen can do here. 3-1 pitch. On the ground, second baseman Ando has to charge it. Backhand play on to first for the first out of the inning. Kazemka moves up to third. A huge first out for the Baycats here.
Well, Lupton chased ball 4, just kind of throwing the barrel of the bat there in front of that ball. I'm kind of surprised he chased it. Mullen fortunate to get a ground ball and a nice play there to get the out at first. Runner at third now with 1 down.
And a bit of a tricky hop there for Roy Sandel off the lip of the infield grass, but managed to make a nice backhand play and throw on to first. Now here's Evan Ryan, the first baseman. Fouls that one over the screen out of play. Ryan 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. A 1 pitch. High for ball 1.
Well, Mullen has allowed 4 base runners. 3 of them have been walks. And it just makes things so much more difficult when you're having control issues and not finding the strike zone.
Another hot pitch just high. 2-1 now. Mullen, when you give guys free bases, you're not helping yourself any. Making your outing much harder for yourself. 2-1 pitch here. Low and away, but Ryan cuts and misses. 2-2.
Yeah, the Red Sox have chased some bad pitches this inning, so Mullen has been getting some help there.
Crowd cheering on Mullen, hoping to get this strikeout. 2-2 pitch. Popped up out of play on the right side.
A lot of kids at the park here tonight. That looked like a swarm of mosquitoes going after that ball. Probably about 30 or 40 kids just sort of all converged on that one ball.
Ryan calls time. He steps back in. Mullen comes set. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Huge strikeout for Christian Mullen. 2 down here in the 6th.
Came right at him with a fastball up in the zone and maybe a little off the plate as well. Not sure if that would have been a strike, but he got Ryan to chase. 2 outs here for Mullen, and I think for Josh Matlow, if Christian Mullen can just get through this 6th inning without allowing that runner in from third, that'll probably be all he can ask for from him here tonight.
First pitch strike to Chris Ruiz, who walked and scored in the 5th inning. That was a huge second out for Christian Mullen, especially with that runner on third base. Ground ball could ideally end the inning for him. 0-1 pitch. Ruiz drives it deep to left field. McQuinn heading back on it, but he makes the catch to end the frame. The Red Sox strand a runner at third base. Christian Mullen gets out of it. 5-2 Baycats head to the bottom of the 6th. You're watching Baycats TV.
Hey fans, the Baycats are now on TikTok. You can connect with the team for behind-the-scenes fun. You can follow them at Barrie Baycats today.
Who's running our
The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers and go Baycats! VMF Sportswear, the official jersey provider of the Barrie Baycats. High-quality, pro-custom uniforms using only the best quality fabrics. Custom apparel, excellent customer service, and community support. VMF Sportswear, Canada's trusted sportswear brand.
2 out, runners lead. There they go. Here's the pitch. This one rocked to right field.
Want to come to a Baycats game? Check out our tickets at barriebaycats.com.
Score at least 2. Tuck is in to score. Real behind him.
BarrieToday.com. Local news, weather, Baycat scores, and more. BarrieToday.com. Your community, your news.
Welcome back to Vintage Throne Stadium for the bottom of the 6th inning. Baycats lead the Red Sox by a score of 5-2. With Avery Tuck coming up to lead off the 6th inning.
Looks like we have Tyler Wilson in for Evan Ryan at first base now. Ryan was 0 for 3. So Wilson will hit in the number 6 spot in the order and take over for Ryan at first base.
McDavies' first pitch to Avery Tuck is in there for a strike. Avery Tuck's hit the ball hard tonight, but has been unlucky. Some nice defensive plays, robbing him of some hits as that one's low and away. A couple deep line drives to the outfield that were caught. Hoping to get high here for the playoff stretch. Sees that one low for another ball. 2-1.
Yeah, Tuck 0 for 1 against the Welland Jackfish. Came on as a pinch hitter on Sunday afternoon, and they're really expecting for more from him. 17 games, average of just 162. They know he's capable of much better than that.
2-1 pitch, cut and a miss, 2-2. That was the pitch to hit for Avery Tuck. Swung right through it.
78 right down Broadway.
Sees that one high, it's a full count.
With the absence now of Noel McGarry-Doyle, it does open up one more outfield spot, so it makes it a little bit easier for a guy like Tuck to ensure his spot in the lineup. Starlin Rodriguez as well.
Full count pitch from Davies. That's inside, and Tuck draws a leadoff walk.
Well, when you're struggling, that's the best thing to do. Just patience and get on base, get something going. Red Sox got a leadoff walk in their half of the inning, and now Barrie doing the same here at the bottom of the 6th.
Up comes Brad McQuinn. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Another guy looking to get hot towards the playoffs.
And manager Josh Matlow has shown a lot of patience with both Tuck and Brad McQuinn. McQuinn hitting .222. And they know he's a guy that can do a lot more once he gets hot. And small things like that, laying down bunts. He's extremely good at the fundamentals of the game.
Yeah, trying to put a surprise bunt on, just didn't have the angle right, fouled it down the third baseline. Smart move, speedy Avery Tuck on first base. Oh, 1 pitch to McQuinn, and he sees that one inside for ball 1.
Brantford Infante is on the on-deck circle. He will bat for Victor Plaz. Came on as a defensive replacement for Plaz in the 5th inning. So a big bat on deck here behind McQuinn.
1-1. High, 2-1. Plaz getting a nice secondary lead at first base. Tough to do that, especially with the left-handed pitcher on the mound. He goes. Bunt is put down by McQuinn. Third baseman Lupton throws it away. Avery Tuck rounding third, and he will score. McQuinn rounding second. He's going to go all the way to third. On the air by the third baseman Lupton. The Baycats lead 6-2.
That will put a smile on the face of manager Josh Matlow. One of the best executed plays we have seen all season. McQuinn advancing Tuck with Tuck in motion, and Tuck was rounding second as Jarrett Lupton charged that ball and made the throw. He was going to get to third no matter what. And then on the wild throw was able to keep on burning around third and came in to score. And look at Brad McQuinn all the way to third base.
Very smart play by both players, McQuinn and Tuck, as Infante lines it into right center field. And it's going to get down. McQuinn will score. Infante, he's going to round third. He's headed for third. The throw to third is in time. Infante out at third, trying to stretch it into a triple. But RBI double for him. It's 7-2 Baycats.
And Fonte a little overzealous, perhaps inspired by the base running earlier of Avery Tuck and Brad McQuinn right behind him. And Fonte thought, hey, why not? Let's test these arms. Thought he could grab 3 out of that one, but unable to do so. A good throw nabbed him. Still did the job as he's able to bring home another run for the Baycats.
Clear slate on the base paths here for Nick Davies. Carson Burns, the 9-hitter up. First pitch, a strike.
He's seeing a guy thrown out at third with nobody out, but still, that aggressiveness on the bases is definitely a welcome sight.
Lupton playing shallow. Kind of expecting a bunt as Burns fouls that one off. Lupton moves back. Playing at a regular depth for a third baseman, just behind the bag. 0-2 on Burns. In the dirt to the backstop, 1-2.
Yeah, Davy's kind of ringing out that left hand there. That one just slipped right out.
Burns singled and scored in the 5th inning. He's 1 for 2. Checks his swing. Appealed to third base. He did not go. It's 2-2.
Well, that fastball came in at 94. I don't know if we got an accurate read on the radar gun there, but if so, that would be the fastest pitch we've seen from him tonight.
2-2 pitch on Burns. He swings and misses. Burns goes down swing. A huge second out for Nick Davies in the 6th inning.
Really like the way the Baycats are keeping the Red Sox on their toes. They don't know what they're going to be in for every at-bat. It just kind of seems to be Barrie doing something differently to try to manufacture runs. Brad McQuinn laying down that bunt. They weren't ready for that, and then Branfi and Fonte driving one into the gap. A little bit of everything in this 6th inning attack for the Baycats.
Ejo, he's 2 for 3. Sees the first pitch. Catch the lower part of the zone for a strike. Ejo 2 for 3. Scored twice. One of those an RBI double in the 5th inning. Swings and misses at that one. It's quickly 0-2.
Ejo chasing a bad one there. Good chance here for Davies to get his team off the field. Minimal damage.
Ejo calls time, steps out. Ready for an 0-2 pitch. 2 out here in the 6th. And that one's through the right side of the infield for a base hit. 3rd hit of the ball game for Kenise Ejo.
Well, Ejo called time there, and him getting time, I wonder if that helped him out a little bit in that 0-2 count, just giving him a chance to collect his thoughts, think about what kind of pitch he might be looking for in that 0-2 situation. Clearly he was ready for it and drove it into right field. Guy at the plate doesn't always get time, especially on a late call. Sometimes the umpire won't give it to you, and you got to be ready. Ejo was fortunate he got it there.
Kyle Mays will step in. He's had a good day at the plate. He's 1 for 2. He singled and then a sacrifice fly. A couple RBIs on the night, too. He takes that first pitch strike.
I was watching some old baseball highlights the other day, and I came across a play where Bo Jackson tried to call time. It wasn't granted to him, and he hit a home run on the pitch anyways. I'm not sure if you've seen that highlight or not. But
I believe I have. I've seen it with other players, too.
The umpire said, nope, the pitch came in, and Bo barreled up, and he was ready for it.
1-1 pitch. Maves that one up high, 2-1. Joe, a nice lead. He gets a good secondary as Maves fouls that one out of play. As I mentioned earlier, Ejo tied for the league lead and stolen bases with 25. Huge threat on the base pass, and all that considering he didn't even start the season with the Baycats. He came in about a month into the season, and he goes. Maves slices that one into left field. That's a base hit. Ejo on the move, rounding second and into third. Great base running from him. The runners on the corners with 2 out.
Maves has had a really nice day at the plate. A guy who some might kind of consider a secondary player on this roster, but he certainly has made the most of his opportunities here tonight. That's the second hit of the night. Drove in a run in the third and brought home a runner with a sacrifice fly in the 5th inning as well. And just a guy who just does all the little things so well.
And every ball he's hit in this game has been hit the other way. And each one tonight has been just slicing the other way towards left fielder Christian Kazemka.
Seems to do a really nice job understanding the situation in the game and then executing as needed.
So Adam Odd will step in. Scored in the last inning. As Mays on the move, as Odd fouls it away out of play.
Tough inning here for Nick Davies after giving up the 2 runs. He was actually able to work with the bases clear when Branfi Infante got thrown out at third, and then he struck out Carson Burns. Really struggling now to get this third out in the 6th.
0-1 on Adam Odd upstairs, ball 1. Odd is 2 for 2 tonight. 2 singles and a sacrifice fly of his own. Scored in the 5th inning on throwing error by the catcher Chris Ruiz on a stolen base attempt. Quick pickoff attempt at first. Maves back in, standing up.
Yeah, Maves took a couple of steps towards second. I think Davies was able to sense that, being a left-hander. Wanted to make sure that Maves doesn't get any ideas.
Similar size lead, and he goes. And Adama is plunked. Up in the biceps area.
Well, hopefully that hit more muscle than bone. Odd really favoring that right arm. Doesn't look like it hit him in a really good place.
He's walking it off all the way to first base. Not sure if that got him in the arm or maybe in the ribs, but yeah, he's favoring his right arm.
Sean Whiteley's going to take advantage of this injury timeout here for a quick mound visit. Not a bad idea. Gives him a chance to talk to his left-hander and discuss how to approach this next batter. On that pitch, Maves did what Carson Burns had done earlier, kind of like bluffed a start, but didn't really. It wasn't really an attempt. He just sort of went a third of the way down and then stopped, but ended up getting to advance the 90 feet on the hit batter anyway.
Yeah. So bases loaded now with 2 out. Adam Odd hit by that pitch. He's on base for the 3rd time tonight.
Well, this is the man you want at the plate in this situation. Bases loaded, 2 out. Ryan Rio with a team-leading 11 home runs and 44 RBIs.
Hitter number 27, Ryan Rio.
Doesn't need to park one over the outfield fence here, but boy, if he does, this crowd will explode.
Perfect spot for Rio to break it open even further. Bases loaded in his first pitch. In the dirt. Nice pick there by Chris Ruiz. Run-saving pick there. 1-0.
We saw Rio helping Kenise Ejo as well. Love to see that from the guy at the plate. Letting him know where that ball was.
Davies working quickly to 1-0. Inside and 2-0. Bases loaded, 2 out, and Rio sees a strike.
He was taking all the way, forcing Davies to throw a strike there on a 2-0 count. No surprise.
Much different from his last at-bat. Rio was swinging away the last at-bat in the 5th inning. Ended up striking out. 2-1. That one's low, 3-1.
Good patience by Rio. Is in his mind, he's probably thinking he's going to see something good on a 2-1, but now the count 3-1, and Davies has to come out of here with a strike.
Important pitch here for the Red Sox. It's outside. Rio draws a walk. Another run scores for the Baycats. It's 8-2.
Well, love seeing that approach from Ryan Rio. No need to chase anything that clearly is unhittable, and showed the patience necessary there to bring home a run. Keeps the bases loaded, and the Baycats will send the 9th hitter to the plate this inning. And they will likely face another reliever.
And Sean Whiteley takes the ball from Nick Davies. Pitching change here for the Brantford Red Sox. Bottom of the 6th, 2 out, and the bases are loaded. We'll take a break. You're watching Baycats TV. Welcome back to Vintage Throne Stadium. Gabriel Braun is the new pitcher for the Brantford Red Sox, trying to end a rough inning for the Red Sox. 3 runs have come in so far for the Baycats. They have the bases loaded and 2 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Braun, the right-hander, a Georgetown native, former Hamilton Cardinal, brother of Ben Braun.
Roy Sando at the dish. The 9th hitter for the Baycats this inning sees a first pitch ball.
4th appearance of the season for Braun with the Red Sox, all in relief. Has worked just 2 1/3 coming into today.
Similar pitch to the first one, up high and in. It's 2-0.
78 mile per hour on that pitch. 4 strikeouts, 3 walks in those 2 1/3 innings.
That one way outside. So far, Braun can't hit the plate.
3 games for the Cardinals this season before joining the Red Sox.
Sure, Andel will be taking all the way here. 3-0 pitch coming. That's inside, another bases loaded walk. Back to back for the Baycats. It's 9-2.
Well, the Baycats really exposing the Red Sox pitching woes here in this 6th inning. A hit batter and back-to-back walks. And again, they had 2 outs with nobody on after Burns struck out swinging. Davies just was unable to get that elusive 3rd out of the inning. Ejo singling, the hit by Maves, and it all started to unravel after that.
First pitch curveball, it's way outside. Braun again having trouble finding the zone. Avery Tuck will come up for the 2nd time this inning. Another ball, that one's in on Tuck. Baycats have drawn 3 walks in this inning. That one in there for a strike. Tuck was taking all the way. Two-one pitch from Braun. Tuck fouls it back to the screen. It's 2-2.
Fastball had a little extra zip on it. Tuck just underneath it. Braun keeping it up in the zone here against Avery Tuck.
Those 3 walks this inning, all been the last 3 batters, and then the one before that, the hit by pitch to Adam Odd. Called third strike inside part of the plate on Avery Tuck. An inning-ending strikeout for the Brantford Red Sox. But the Baycats put up 4 runs in the 6th inning. They lead at 9-2. You're watching Baycats TV.
The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room, and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers, and go Baycats! VMF Sportswear, the official jersey provider of the Barrie Baycats. High-quality, pro-custom uniforms using only the best quality fabrics. Custom apparel, excellent customer service, and community support. VMF Sportswear, Canada's trusted sportswear brand.
2 out, runners lead. There they go. Here's the pitch. This one rocked to right field.
Want to come to a Baycats game? Check out our tickets at barriebaycats.com.
Score at least 2. Tuck is in to score. Rio behind him.
BarrieToday.com. Local news, weather, Baycat scores, and more. BarrieToday.com. Your community, your news.
And that's in the end on the end of the 7th. Sorry? End of the 7th.
People that are reduced
So
to
just
the
pick a
boxes,
song,
Kyle,
and then I'm gonna do the Get Loud, but I'm gonna say tomorrow's appreciation, and then I'll go into the Get Loud.
Top of the 7th inning here at Vintage Throne Stadium, brought to you by United Way Simcoe Muskoka, making poverty unignorable. To learn how you can help, you can visit uwsimcoemuskoka.ca. Back on the mic calling it for you is Ben Davy.
Thank you, Julius. Brad Grieveson, the veteran, will be Barrie's 3rd pitcher of the night, coming on in relief of Christian Mullen, who took over for Aiden Russell today.
Leading off the 7th inning for the Brantford Red Sox.
Jesse Fishbaum leads it off, followed by Jared Lupton, and then back to the top of the order for Roger Keane. 9-2 Baycats here in the top of the 7th inning. 6th and final matchup of the season between Brantford and Barrie. Baycats try to improve their record to 4-2 over the Red Sox this season. First pitch from Grieveson, and stepping out of the box. I'm not sure if he was calling time or just taking the pitch all the way, but Fishbaum did not want to take that first pitch, and Grieveson missed. Here's the 1-0. And it's popped up. Playable. On the dirt is Roy Sando, 1 away.
Grieveson's last outing was on Saturday night against the Cardinals. Got the start in that game and went a strong 5 innings. Gave up a few runs in the first, but really settled in after that. Facing just one batter over the minimum, and got the win, putting him in 5th place all time. Baycats wins. 4-0 on the season. He actually has a couple saves as well. So an everyman out of the Baycats bullpen this year.
42-year-old right-hander and pitching coach from Creemore. Returned to the IBL with the Baycats in 2021 after a stint in the IBL earlier in his career. This one, short hop by Brantford Infante, makes the throw. It's low, but it's scooped up by Adam Odd. 2 quick outs here in the 7th inning.
Couple nice picks on both ends there. Brantford Infante getting that one, charging it on a short hop, and then Adam Odd saving that throw with a nice pick at first base.
First baseman number 34, Evan Ryan.
Grieveson had been pitching in the North Dufferin Baseball League. Got the call from Josh Matlow during the COVID-19 pandemic as the team was in transition, rebuilding, adding some new leadership and some new organizational faces, and Brad said he'd be delighted to rejoin the team, get back to the IBL once again. Baycats have several IBL champions on this squad from the previous decade, but Brad is the only current player who was on the first Barrie team to win the IBL championship in 2005. That goes back a ways. Oh, and to the count. Shallow center field, Ejo running and makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down goes Brantford in the 7th. It's stretch time here at Vintage Throne Stadium with the Baycats cruising 9-2 lead over the Brantford Red Sox. You're watching Baycats TV.
The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers, and go Baycats! VMF Sportswear, the official jersey provider of the Barrie Baycats. High-quality, pro-custom uniforms using only the best quality fabrics. Custom apparel, excellent customer service, and community support. VMF Sportswear, Canada's trusted sportswear brand.
2 out, runners lead. There they go. Here's the pitch. This one rocked to right field.
Want to come to a Baycats game? Check out our tickets at barriebaycats.com.
Score at least 2. Tuck is in to score. Rio behind him.
BarrieToday.com. Local news, weather, Baycats scores, and more. BarrieToday.com. Your community, your news.
Bottom of the 7th inning at Vintage Throne Stadium, 9-2. The Baycats leading the Red Sox.
Lead off the 7th inning for your Baycats. Left fielder number 47.
And this is Brad McQuinn to lead off the bottom of the 7th. Baycats sending 10 to the plate in the bottom of the 6th inning. Build this 7-run lead.
McQuinn reached on that error in the 6th inning. Got all the way to third base on an errant throw by the third baseman, Jarrett Lupton.
Here's the pitch from Braun, and it's lined first on the ground, and a nice play by the first baseman. Makes the flip to the pitcher. It's just in time. Chabave making the call at first. McQuinn thought he beat it out. A lot of the fans here did as well.
That was a really close play at first. You didn't expect pitcher there, Braun, to not make that. You expect the pitcher to be almost at the bag, you know, when the runner gets, you know, just about halfway down the baseline, and the play was much closer than I think anybody expected it to be.
Yeah, I think the headset would be on if they had video review in the IBL. That was a very close play. And
We do a video review, but that's later. It doesn't count.
yeah, we can review the game later on YouTube when we get home. Ron wants the catcher to run through the signs again. Comes set. Pitch to Brantford is inside. Ducks out of the way. Count 2-0.
Brantford's first time up. Last inning at a double. Caught stretching at third base, trying to stretch it into a triple. was gunned down.
Knocked down by the shortstop, Gus Wilson. He can't come up with it. Made a great attempt, but just couldn't get it in the glove. And that'll be a hit for Brantford Infante. A fairly hard hit ball to shortstop Gus Wilson.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Wilson picked that ball up right up off the bat because he had kind of a late reaction, making a hop to attempt to catch there and got his glove on it, knocking it down, but no play after that.
3 more to play for Barrie after tonight before round 1 of the playoffs. We're right back here tomorrow night to face the Toronto Maple Leafs. And as mentioned, the Baycats will try to keep their perfect record against Toronto intact, 5-0 against Toronto. Coming into tomorrow night's game, so that adds a little extra appeal if you're thinking about coming out to a ball game and you want to see the Leafs maybe finish the season against Toronto 6-0. 7:30 game here. And that will be the last home game for Barrie. They'll close out the season on the road. Friday night in London, and then Sunday afternoon in Kitchener, in a game that could determine second place. Very good chance that we will not know who Barrie's round 1 opponent will be until after that Sunday game. At the moment, the Baycats could play Hamilton, Guelph, or London. They're all still in the mix for a possible first-round matchup. We know that the Baycats will not play Toronto in round 1. And that could be fortunate or unfortunate, depending on how you look at it. The Baycats 5-0 against the Leafs, but the Leafs have had Barrie's number in the playoffs, beating them, eliminating them the last 2 years. Runner leads. 2-1 from Broad. Burns pops it up, and it's going to be near the Barrie dugout, and over the Barrie dugout, and foul.
I mentioned it earlier, too. With the Baycats trying to fight for second place in the league, making that game on Sunday at Kitchener all that much more important. And that game could decide what the playoff seeding looks like heading into next week.
Yeah, they have a game in hand on Kitchener, actually taking that game in hand here tonight, so that will draw them even in games played. And the Barrie win will move them into a tie with Kitchener for second place. That could come down to head-to-head record if those teams are tied after Sunday afternoon. And as a ball club, you don't really want to try to control who you play in round 1. It's just a matter of trying to get the highest seed you possibly can. But you look at those 3 teams, Guelph, Hamilton, and London, all of them have given the Baycats problems at times. There's the throw down, and it's in time. Caught stealing to end the inning is Brantford Infante. So that does it for the Baycats in the bottom of the 7th. Head to the top of the 8th. Barrie on top by 7. You're watching Baycats TV.
Premier North Windows and Doors is a proud supporter of the Barrie Baycats, locally owned and operated, and specializing in window replacement and door installation. Simcoe County's #1 choice for windows and doors. Classic Car Wash, customizing your car wash experience using high-quality products. Their team of experts will make sure your car is shining like new when you drive away. Give your car the VIP treatment it deserves at Classic Car Wash in Barrie. The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers and go Baycats!
Hi, I'm Debbie Wilkes, owner of Insightful Living and licensed provider of Brain Echo technology, which aims to calm and balance the brain. If any of these troublesome things are troubling you, then I'm talking to the appropriate person now.
Cruises and Barrie, Air, Land, and Sea Vacations.
Top of the 8th inning here at Vintage Throne Stadium. The Baycats lead the Red Sox 9-2. This 8th inning brought to you by Expedia Cruises in Barrie, Air, Land, and Sea Vacations.
And Julius, my friend, we finally got John Denver on the playlist here on Country Music Night at Vintage Throne Stadium. Was waiting all night for that. And then Rob Daniels proceeded to make PA announcements over the country song I was waiting all night for. Take Me Home, Country Roads.
I personally would have played it in the 7th inning stretch, but
it's a sing-along song.
Yeah.
This one line to left, but right at the left fielder for the Baycats. Brad McQuinn, 1 out.
That ball was on a rope there by Gus Wilson. He's had a nice day at the plate, but right at Brad McQuinn.
Certain songs you just can't make announcements over, and Take Me Home, Country Roads is one of them. Sweet Caroline, another.
Yep.
And here at Vintage Throne Stadium, it's Heave Away, right? That's the kind of the new one we've picked up here.
Yeah, that's been a hoot and a holler every 7th inning stretch here this season.
A hoot and a holler. 1-0 the count. Bulls 1 for 3. Brad Grieveson, second inning of work. This one lifted to right center. And which one is going to take it? It'll be the right fielder, Avery Tuck. 1 out. Two out in the inning, excuse me.
Couple quick outs here for Brad Grieveson, and he likes to work quickly on the mound. And 2 quick outs, you might have I think he's at 3 pitches so far. He might have a 4-pitch inning if you can get a swing here from Christian Kazemka.
Yeah, he had 3 quick outs in the 7th.
Christian Kazemka.
I mentioned that Brad was a part of the 2005 championship-winning ball club, and he says he thinks that team was too young to really appreciate the moment. They were not expected to win that year. They faced the mighty Toronto Maple Leafs in the finals and won the first championship in Baycats history, and Brad will forever be linked to that. 3 quick outs in the 8th inning. We go to the bottom half. It's 9-2 in favor of the Baycats. You're watching Baycats TV.
No hitters, nobody left on base.
We be disturbing the peace. Working, we serving the streets. About to go ape, going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep.
Carrington comes in, and the
Hard body, and
and the score is James Anderson, and the Baycats win.
Join us this summer at the Baycats Summer Baseball Camp.
At Domino's, mix and match any 2 or more pizzas and sides for just $8.99 each. Like when pizza night's more like pizza and lava cakes night, or pasta and stuffed cheesy bread night, or we're gonna need a bigger table night. Mix and match Canada's favorite pizza and more at Domino's.
Classic Car Wash, customizing your car wash experience using high-quality products. Their team of experts will make sure your car is shining like new when you drive away. Give your car the VIP treatment it deserves at Classic Car Wash in Barrie.
Top of the order for the Baycats here in the bottom of the 8th inning. I'm Ben Davy. He's Julius Hern. And that is Kinesijo, center fielder. Kyle Maves to follow. And Adam Odd, 1, 2, 3 for the Baycats here in inning number 8.
Gabe Braun back out on the mound for the Red Sox, and Hayden Stam is the left-hander warming up in the bullpen for the Red Sox.
Red Sox have improved with 8 wins this season, still 4 to play after today, so a double-digit win total is certainly attainable for this Red Sox club. Now, that may not sound like much, but I can assure you it's a huge step forward for this club after a dreadful 2-39 record a year ago, something they never want to relive. They will finish with at least 4 times as many wins as they did last year, and hopefully more than that for fans in Brantford. 1-1 the count to Ejo.
Ejo's had a nice night at the plate. 3 for 4 with a double, an RBI tonight. Scored it 3 times.
Check swing. And he did not go, or he went 1 and 2.
He knew it. He went right around, and he knew as soon as he saw that pitch outside, he wasn't going to be able to hold up.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch from Braun. On the ground, foul. The playoffs will be an entirely different sort of challenge for the Red Sox as the 8th seed. They're going to have to face the pennant-winning Welland Jackfish, the only team they have not beat this year. The Red Sox have beaten every other team in the IBL. We mentioned they've beaten Barrie twice. They've beaten Guelph twice as well. And wins against Kitchener, Toronto, Hamilton, London, beat them all once to make up that 8-win total. But the Welland Jackfish will be a formidable opponent for them in round 1 of the postseason.
And they really struggled against London last year in the postseason, but this is a much improved club. I think they're going to have something to say about the Jackfish this playoffs.
Yeah, last year's, this one's fouled off into the stands, off the top rail of the back row of bleachers there down the left or the right field line. Last year, London was the first place team, won the pennant, and just obliterated the Red Sox in 3 straight. The Majors outscored them 46-11 in that series, en route to their 2nd consecutive IBL championship. So they're looking for a three-peat, the Majors are. 2-2. Called strike 3. Not the call Ejo was hoping for. Thought it was inside, but home plate umpire Don Michelle says that caught the corner. So Ejo caught looking. Here's Kyle Maves.
That was a bit too close to take for Ejo, and he's done a great job fouling off pitches around the plate, keeping at-bats alive, but just didn't see that one in the right spot, and he pays an out for it.
Toronto Maple Leafs have been Barrie's Achilles heel in the postseason last year, beating the Baycats 3 straight. All close games, though. The clincher was a 7-6 heartbreaker at Christie Pitts in Toronto. Baycats could not hold a 6-4 lead in the 9th inning, and a 2-run single by Marcus Connect gave the Leafs a 7-6 walk-off win to advance to round 2. Be interesting to see if the Leafs have to play Toronto again at some point. It won't be in round 1, but anything's possible for 2nd and 3rd round matchups, of course. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch from Braun, and that's a called strike, 2-1.
And that one just caught the outside part of the plate. Maves didn't like that one, but he's looking to find his pitch. He's had a great night at the plate tonight.
Left field line and foul. Count 2-2. Well, I guess the one advantage of finishing 2nd place is you don't have to face the Welland Jackfish until the IBL finals. Nobody wants to play Welland in round 2, and I'm sure the Red Sox aren't looking forward to facing them in round 1.
It also helps to have home field in the first 2 series, and So hypothetically, if the Jackfish do get eliminated and you make the finals, you would have home field there too.
Yeah, you get the deciding game in your park, which can be an advantage. And the way the series typically are constructed, they alternate home sites for games 1 and game 2. So it's not like Major League Baseball where you play 2 on the road. You play 2 on the road and then 3 back home and then 2 on the road. They alternate each game. 3-2 pitch, ball 4. So Braun serves up a 1-out walk. Maves is aboard, and here comes Adam Odd.
Pinch hitting for the Baycats, number 33, Don Morea.
And as you just heard, Don Morea will bat for Adam Odd. Odd today was 2 for 3 and was hit by a pitch. And here comes Sean Whiteley. Let's see if he takes the ball. He will. Pitching change for the Red Sox. Baycats with 1 on and 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. It's 9-2 in favor of the Baycats. You're watching Baycats TV. Don Morea comes to the plate, 1 out, 8th inning. Baycats up 9-2 over the Brantford Red Sox, and he will face Hayden Stam, the 4th pitcher of the night for Brantford.
And Hayden Stam, the new left-hander for the Brantford Red Sox, only has 6 innings pitched on the season, 16.5 his ERA on the year.
Swing and a miss by Morea.
And what Barrie has seen of him this year, Barrie's been extremely successful. A lot of extra base hits off him, and what Barrie has seen this year.
Here's the pitch. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-2 the count.
Josh Matlow hoping Don Morea can have a hot bat through the last few games of the regular season. Hasn't had a ton of opportunity this year.
High pop-up. Middle infield. Catch is made by shortstop Gus Wilson, 2 down. Stam, the 4th pitcher of the night for the Red Sox. Hayden Armitage getting the start. Nick Davies, Gabe Braun, and now Hayden Stam.
Designated hitter number 27, Ryan Rio.
Ryan Rio comes to the plate. Rio took over for Starlin Rodriguez in this ball game.
Ryan Rio has faced Hayden Stam once before, and that one time was a home run.
First pitch swinging, it's on the ground. Backhanded nicely by Wilson. Makes the flip to the pitcher covering in time for the out. Baycats unable to add to their 7-run lead here in the 8th inning. We go to the top of the 9th. Baycats on top 9-2. You're watching Baycats TV.
For the Baycats in the 8th, no.
Join us this summer at the Baycats Summer Baseball Camp. See you this summer!
Danielle May Real Estate, supporting the Barrie Baycats and ready to help with all of your real estate questions. What is your home worth? Should you sell now or wait? Danielle is dedicated to your success. The next time you think real estate, think Danielle May.
Last chance here for the Brantford Red Sox. Top 9. Baycats lead them 9-2. Ninth inning brought to you by Expedia Cruises in Barrie, Air, Land, and Sea Vacations.
And just a great job by the Baycats pitchers tonight. Aiden Russell picking up where he left off in this suspended game. Christian Mullen in relief, and now Brad Grieveson. Pitch hitter here for the Red Sox in the 9th inning. In Justin Lupton's spot. Sorry, Jacob Lupton. And a swing and a miss for a strike.
It's Nolan Gallagher pinch hitting.
Grieveson quickly ahead of him, 0-2. Should stay playable on the infield. Running in as the first baseman, making the catch. Don Morea had Brad Grieveson right there. Took a little bit of a tumble as he made the catch. 1 out.
Brad Grieveson worked the minimum in the 7th and 8th, and if he were to get through this inning here, he would be awarded a save. 3 innings finishing the game. That's a save.
Now batting number 55, Tyler Wilson.
Tyler Wilson comes to the plate now. So Grieveson, Mullen, and Russell combined have held the Red Sox to just 4 hits tonight. This 9-2 lead here in the 9th inning.
First at bat of the game for Tyler Wilson, taking over for Evan Ryan at first base.
And the count is 1-1. Temperature has really dropped here at Vintage Throne Stadium. It's a cool evening. This one lined to left field, and it will drop for a base hit in front of Brad McQuinn.
Nice piece of hitting there from Tyler Wilson. Just took it for a ride in the left field, and Brad McQuinn just a bit too far in the center field playing
Number 23,
that way, and just couldn't make it.
First hit off Brad Grieveson tonight. Chris Ruiz, the catcher, looking for his first hit of the evening. Ruiz walked off Christian Mullen to lead off the 5th inning and eventually came around to score. Hit that one high and deep, but foul. And it's out of the reach, over the fence. Long, loud strike off the bat of Chris Ruiz.
That was a really hard hit ball. Chris Ruiz looking for his first hit of the game. He's reached base once on a walk, but 0 for 2 otherwise.
Jesse Fishbaum on deck. Burns and Ando at double play depth with one out here. Called strike. Ruiz, a couple of words for the home plate umpire there. Brad Grieveson to the belt. Looks in, nods, deals the 0-2, and it's popped up. Carson Burns back on the outfield grass, makes the catch, 2 away. Jesse Fishbaum will look to get on base for the first time today.
Center fielder number 20, Jesse Fishbaum.
Fishbaum hitting .231 coming into the game. 33 games for the Red Sox this season. He's 0 for 3 today. Tom Marea will hold on the runner here, even with a 7-run lead. First base. Grieveson comes set, and now Marea backs off the bag. Here's the pitch, and it just misses high up in the zone, 2-0. (9-2) Baycats. Here's the pitch from Grieveson. Fastball for a strike. That one clocked at 80. That's a 2-1 count.
Grieveson catches the corner there. It's a nice pitch and tough take there from Fishbaum.
Don Michel is giving those close pitches around the corners here, especially in this 7-run game. The late innings does not give Grieveson that one. And it's 3-1. Jared Lupton, the third baseman, on deck, hopeful for an at-bat here if Fishbaum can keep it alive. 3-1 on the way. And it's lifted high. Foul territory. No chance for either Marea or Avery Tuck. 3-2 now the count. Good crowd here tonight at Vintage Throne Stadium for the continuation of this suspended game against the Brantford Red Sox. Barrie on top, 9-2. Grieveson needs one more strike. He deals. Swing and a miss! And the Baycats are victorious tonight against the Brantford Red Sox.
Huge win here for the Baycats in their quest to clinch second place. This last stretch of the season. Brad Grieveson getting the save in this one. 3 innings pitched. 6th, 7th, 8th, excuse me, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Or 7th, 8th, and 9th, excuse me. Huge 9-2 win. The offense really coming through for the Baycats, especially in that 6th inning, setting up 10 hitters to the plate.
Once again, the final score 9-2
Another home game tomorrow.
And a reminder that we will be here tomorrow night, and we hope to see you here as well at Vintage Throne Stadium. 7:35, first pitch against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Baycats will try to make it a perfect 6-0 record in the regular season against their Highway 400 rivals. Thanks for joining us tonight on Baycats TV. For Julius Hern, I'm Ben Davy. Good night from Vintage Throne Stadium in Springwater Township.